What's going on, everyone? Brezzy43 here, coming back to you with our next video. I'm coming today to play some Lapras. I arrived at this team. I kind of talked about it in my last video, but basically the whole idea was that I wanted to take some teams that I was using at the end of Series 7 and basically slam them together and build a team. So I want to focus on playing more as a to get some practice playing as just the same team and work on going for plays that like just practice actually playing the game rather than featuring a bunch of teams. One of the things that's been reoccurring for me with just not playing very much consistently, at least, is I'm getting a little bit rusty and I'm not really learning the ins and outs of the making the best possible play available to me. I'm getting too sucked into going for specific reads, and I think that that just sticking with one team for a while is going to be good, and then maybe altering members or trying different tweaks of members and things like that as I get more reps. So I kind of dive into a lot of that, the team report and the team ideas and everything in my last video. I encourage you to go check that out. The only thing that I did change on this team, I'll jump over to Showdown here and show you, is the ensign. So the ensign, I decided to go with safety goggles, and this spread here, I think I got it from Fevzi or a combination of it, but basically this speed stat is specifically to outspeed my Lapras. I want to be able to go for parting shot with my Incineroar before Lapras attacks in certain situations. That matters, and also being able to flare blitz first before Lapras attacks also matters quite a bit. And then this specific bulk spread, it takes Mud Shot from Timid Max Calyrex. It even takes it if it's Modest. I didn't factor in Life Orb, I guess, actually, so let's do that. So Modest has a roll, but Timid is still a roll as well, but it's really favorable for us to take it. That's of course not helping handed, but that's one calc, and then the other one was Zacian. So if we look at our Zacian spread, like a bulky one, it can't max obviously, but we actually take Sacred Sword from our set pretty well. Even if it's 252 adamant, we still take Sacred Sword at neutral. They can't be boosted obviously, so that's some things that I wanted to hit, but basically the rest of it is pretty standard ensign. We're not running much offensive capability on it because it already has a pretty good attack stat, and the main reason why I was running so much attack on my last ensign was because I was relying on it to help me fight Calyrex, but with Moltres on the team, it's not really necessary. Also, this Moltres is not quite this spread either. This Moltres is my old Moltres from my other team. I just wanted to kind of throw it together and get using the team, so this is actually down to here, and then I think the rest are in speed. Yeah. I don't remember why I landed at this speed stat, but I did. So we're going to keep using it. If it might come up where I want to have max, but for now I think I'm just going to stick with this. Why can't I? Okay. Level 100 gets weird, but my Moltres in my game here is level 100. So let's jump into some games. Let's go ahead and do that. So I got the team up here. Whoops. And we are going to get to some games. I played 3 games with this team last night. I went 2-1. I did lose one of the games. It was my own fault. I brought Incineroar, and it just didn't really do anything against the opponent's team. I'm trying to remember the physical members of their team. It ended up being, they had Comfy, Dragapult, Milotic, Rillaboom, Regieleki, and something else. I don't remember what it was. I brought Incineroar, and I don't really remember why. I think I was thinking about beating the Rillaboom with it. But in reality, I have Zacian and Mungus, and then Lapras still matches up pretty well against it too. But the opponent, I was thinking it was weakness policy Dragapult, but it actually was weakness policy Milotic. So kind of cool, but lost that one. And then I ended up facing a rain team with Kyogre, Thundurus, Regieleki. Did very well against that team, And then the other match I don't really remember. Oh, it was a EV team, so it doesn't like the person was using 6 EV evolutions. So stuff you encounter in Great Ball Tier. I just got to climb out of this. I haven't really played enough, but here we go. Okay, so Kyogre stuff with Cinderace. It's really interesting. I think Cinderace actually outspeeds our Zacian, so we have to be mindful of that. But I think my usual lead with these two is really good. I wonder if this changes at all for me with wanting. What I did against the last person was to do this, um, which I think is okay. But my opponent has 3 physical members of his team. Um, and so I could see that kind of being like bad for me. And me wanting Incineroar, especially since Incineroar matches up pretty well against some of them. But I think I'm gonna stick with this. I think Lapras Amoonguss is better than Lapras Raichu, because Lapras Amoonguss lets you get up the Aurora Veil a lot more easily, and then kind of go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock in with this. Like I said, late game Kartana and Cinderace are going to be kind of annoying without Intimidate, but they match up well against Lapras, but they don't really like. I have redirection if it's Cinderace. I can do some things against Kartana without really too much worry. We are bulky Zacian as well, so let's take a look and see. Incineroar, Alecki. Okay. Okay, so this is clearly fake out attack the Lapras. So I could do 2 things here. I could protect the Lapras and do something with the Amoonguss, or I could just switch the Amoonguss out here and hard read the Max Lightning. I think there's a possibility that they go for that, but I'm worried. I'm also worried about parting shot out of the instant. I don't know how fast their Incineroar is. So, but I think this is a pretty free play here. Yeah, I'm going to make this play. Bringing Incineroar against Lapras is kind of interesting. But they can also... Having electric terrain kind of shuts off my Amoonguss. Which obviously isn't great. Okay, Amoonguss switches, so no other switches from my opponent. We get the Raichu switch. Let's see if they max. They do. Okay, this is really good for me. We're just going to get a free special attack boost on the Raichu. Because it was pretty obvious there, if they fake out the Amoonguss and then go for Max Lightning, I can't really stop that without just protecting the Lapras. But this way we might pick up the KO on Incin. I don't know. Depends on what the Incin is. If they're running an Impish Incin to get to tech against some of the physical Pokemon in the metagame right now, I think that we actually do pretty well against the I think this should knock out. It's Life Orb Max special attack. Okay. So they go for Parting Shot probably. Let's see. Are we faster? Oh, just Flare Blitz. Okay. Well, we should take this. Yeah, we're bulky Raichu. Okay, well, I wonder if Incin just goes down here. Yeah, it does. Beautiful. Okay. That's really nice. I think it was a pretty obvious play from me to go for that. I did not expect the Flare Blitz, actually. It's interesting that I could have gone for a Rage Powder that way then. But Tornadus, okay. Well, I'm going to Resonance... I could Resonance the Alecki too, but I think Resonancing the Tornadus is okay too. It might be obvious that they protect Tornadus here if they have it. I think a lot of Tornadus are running Protect. But is that the best play I can make? Unless Reggie Alecki has Hyper Beam, I think that this is fine. to just double this slot here. They probably have to switch Alecki out if they don't have a non-electric attack. Okay, that's fine. So this tells me they're probably going for something else. So we're just going to double the Torn. This should pick up the KO. I don't know many Torn that can take this. Okay, Resonance is up. And now if Raichu's faster than the thing in the back, we're sitting pretty nice. And this plays around Sash too. I guess I didn't see. We should look at Alecki's. Oh, Alecki hasn't landed an attack yet. Oh, okay, Kyogre. Okay, well I'm gonna just Geyser there, and we should be faster, so we can just Volt Switch. Or Thunderbolt or Nuzzle. I wonder how much we're not super offensive Raichu, so I don't actually know how much this is gonna do. But I think Geyser the Alecki is good. We could Volt Switch the Alecki as well. But I think Volt Switching the Kyogre is fine. Okay, they just canceled, yeah. So that tells me that the Alecki doesn't have a non-electric move, so that worked out great for us. That's why I like the Amoonguss lead, because if they go Torn Ogre there, then that's obviously like not great for us. Well, it's probably the best lead that they could have, but the Amoonguss in the front plays around a lot more, so that's why I like that. It was a pretty obvious switch though, like I said. Like I didn't expect them to max the Alecki there. They probably were just thinking about stopping Sleep. Let's take a look at their team. Mystic Water Kyogre. Modest max with not max speed though, a decent amount of speed, but considerable amount of bulk as well. Water Spout, Origin Pulse, Ice Beam. Okay, no electric move. Magnet Alecki. Okay, speed, special attack, Electro Web, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt. Incin with safety goggles. Okay, they're not max EV'd here either. They're not actually max EV'd on any of these unless they're hitting their numbers exactly. Obviously the game. So the game, you can have 508 in a stats for maximum number of EVs you can distribute, but the game will actually let you distribute 510 for coding purposes, but the extra 2 EVs don't do anything. Flare Blitz, Taunt, Parting Shot, Fake Out. I actually think we needed the help from. Let's do a calc here quick. So 132 is not quite as bulky as my Incin. So 132 is quite a bit less, actually. I think it's just the first jump that they hit. Let's calc it against my Lapras. Lapras custom set max. Okay, Max Geyser's guaranteed KO against this thing. What was their speed? 92. Oh, so they actually do outspeed my Lapras. Oh, we saw that though, right? We saw that. Okay, so we might have to up the Lapras speed a little bit, if depending on the rest of the Incins we play against. This actually looks like very similar to our Incin. They just have more points in their EV in their defense than we do, but they have the same HP. Kartana with AV, max speed, and then the Focus Sash was here, right? Okay, cool. And then Cinderace has Life Orb. Yeah, Cinderace with max attack, max speed. Traditional, no steel move. That makes sense. Cool team. Yeah, we just like them bringing in Incineroar might have been better for us, but I think we're still okay with that lead. There's Ultra Ball. Cool. So now here's some BP. Thank you. So we have a pretty, like I said, the Raichu really, I wanted to run Raichu on this Laprazation team because it really helps you so much more against the Kyogre matchup. Now, obviously, Raichu doesn't have a lot of damage, but with that boost, we would have been in really good shape. All right, so we have a Necrozma Duskmane team. With Sun and Amanda Buzz. Okay, well, Lapras looks really good here. But I said Yveltal, I meant to say Moltres. Moltres looks really good here too. Um, Moltres matches up well against everything except for the Prim. But even the Prim's like not too bad. The Lapras hits so many things super effectively. Like it hits the Venusaur, the Torkoal, the Regirock, and the Primarina, and the Mandibuzz. So Lapras is really good. I just don't know if I want it in the front. I think I could go for something a little bit different. I could go like Incineroar, Zacian. Raichu doesn't do much here. Outside of like, and like I don't think Amoonguss is very good, so I could do something interesting here. I could go like Moltres Incin, maybe. And then bring Zacian Lapras in the back. Or I could go... I think Incin Zacian is kind of interesting. Incin Zacian, Moltres, Lapras. I definitely want Lapras, but I don't know if I want Moltres. I could see Amoonguss being okay here too, but I'm going to go with this. I'm probably going to max the Lapras, but this also gives me a late game option for Perish as well. I wanted to lead Incin here because of the Sun. If they just go Venu Torkoal, then we can just Flare Blitz the Venusaur and probably knock it out. Torkoal Venusaur, yeah, this is great. Okay. So we do have safety goggles in Sin, so I could see them wanting to double up on the Zacian here, with like a max Quake and an Eruption potentially if they have it. I think I want to Flare Blitz the Venu and then switch Zacian into Moltres. Let's try that. I don't know if this is good or not. I don't know if this is the right call. My opponent could just hard read this, and like Quake the Incin. I don't think that we die to Quake though. Okay, my opponent. I guess they could still. They didn't switch Venu. They could be switching Torkoal, but I doubt it. Okay, here's the max from them. They max Torkoal. Okay. Weird. Okay. Maxing Torkoal, protecting Venu. Okay. Yep, we're safety goggles. So this does KO unless they're Sash. They could be Sash. No Sash. Okay, cool. Well, let's see how much Max Flare to Moltres does. Max Flare in the Sun to bulky Moltres. Okay, not enough. We get a Berserk trigger. So that did 130. We could protect here as well. Regirock, okay. I think Parting Shot here. Protect. If we Parting Shot the Torkoal and Protect, we get a free... We probably take the next one. I don't know if I want to... I'm so much faster right now, though, that I kind of want to just go for damage. Incin's going to be faster than both of his Pokemon as well, so whatever I switch in takes too much damage. I could just Parting Shot into the Zacian and then go for a Fiery Wrath and just go for damage and see how much we do. Fiery Wrath connects. Good damage on both. Parting Shot. I don't know if going into Zacian here is the right call. We're going to find out. I could have just Flare Blitzed and let the Incin, or Snarled and let the Incin go down. Incin doesn't really do anything against the Regirock. Let's see who they target here. Thunder Punch, okay. This KOs. Okay. It's Life Orb Regirock. Okay, Quake. Okay, we take this. especially parting shot. What was that, a crit? Oh, that was a crit. That sucks. Okay, well, I'm gonna go into Lapras here and then switch Zacian out for Incin. And then I'm gonna go for I think Resonance might be better here. So like I could just change the weather and make the damage a lot weaker, but like this is their last turn of max. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Because they're probably gonna flare. I would guess they would flare. I'm not really being threatened by much on my opponent's side. And Lapras is faster than everything. So they also probably protect Regirock here. Because Zacian's in play. I did not expect Thunder Punch. That's kind of interesting. So let's see. Zacian comes back. They probably have Necrozma in the back, I would guess. Or did they not bring Necrozma? I don't know. Yep, clear body. That's fine. So remember, our Incin is faster than our Incin's faster than our Lapras here. So this might actually matter at the end. We're gonna just go for the geyser. Okay, they didn't protect or switch. Nice, we KO'd through Sun. That's really big. Okay. So this is probably another Quake, if I had to guess. They could change the weather one more time if they wanted. Let's see. Okay, they don't change the weather. That's pretty good for me. Well, actually, I don't know if it is. Incin's not going to do much damage. But Incin does have Fake Out Pressure here, so... Necrozma, okay. Torkoal is at +2 here, so I'm kind of worried a little bit about that. So I think Fake Out Necrozma is good, and then Geyser the Torkoal. And then I can get a lot of turns out of Resonance here. Let's do that. Okay, that's fine. Oh, interesting. Our Lapras is faster than Necrozma. Okay. Oh, wow. We almost KO'd through Protect. Is that a crit? No, it wasn't. Wow. Torkoal at +2 is still so weak. Okay. I don't know if I want to go for... I think I'm just going to go for this and then Resonance the Necrozma. I think Snarl should KO the Torkoal. But I want to preserve my Zacian as much as I can. Got the double? Okay. Whatever. This plays around if it's special too. Oh, it's weakness policy? Yikes. Okay. Well, we're gonna get Resonance up here. This isn't gonna do much damage, but it is gonna give us a lot of extra bulk, which is good. I'm hoping they go after Incin here. Let's see who they go after. Oh, Trick Room. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I need to worry about a Perish Song here. I think I can just double the Necrozma. Necrozma is at +2, so it means it's doing a little bit more than its normal damage. Earth Power. I think we take this, right? Yeah, they're -1. We're in Aurora Veil, too. Rock Slide, okay. This probably KOs Incin. Oh, Lapras almost went down. Holy cow. Okay, we connect. I think this KOs. Okay. Our Zacian's really low. I could see us losing this. Let's take one turn for scouting here, quick. How many turns left of Rain? This is the last turn of Rain. This thing has to have Eruption. I think we just have to go for it this turn and hope that Lapras takes a neutral Eruption and from -1 Torkoal in the Rain. We're gonna go for Freeze Dry. Protect. Okay, stalling out my Rain. I could have gone for Perish there, but I don't think it actually would have mattered. Okay, that was the last turn of Rain. I'm going to scout for their move here. I'm going to double protect this turn because that means they only have 1 turn left of Trick Room. Yeah. We have 2 turns left of Aurora Veil, so this protect doesn't really matter. We're going to double protect here. And then let's see if they have Heat Wave. We probably have to hope for a Heat Wave miss. Oh, they have Burning Jealousy. We should take that. It's a spread move and it's so super weak. Okay, so we'll go Sacred Sword, Freeze Dry, just to make sure that we don't miss. And I don't think Torkoal can take Freeze Dry. Burning Jealousy. Okay, Lapras survives. Lapras will go down to Life Orb Recoil here. Let's go. Oh, that was close. That was a really close game. Let's see. I want to see if that was a roll. Torkoal, double Sun Attacker, level 50, +2 defense. No, Freeze Dry does 11.8 to 14.6 to +2 defense, max HP, max SPDF. Let us see if let's take a look at their team and see what the set was. That was a good game. Okay, well, Conberry Mandibuzz. I love Mandibuzz. I think this Pokemon's super cool. I just don't think it's a doubles mon. It's a singles mon for sure. And also, I'd be using Foul Play on Mandibuzz right now instead. Whirlwind lost a lot of utility as well because it's a Dynamax format. So, yeah. Venusaur with Koba, actually. Interesting. Not max speed. Is that attack investment? I think it is. Weird. Venusaur, yeah, it is attack because it should be at 90. It's got 12 wasted EVs or more in attack. Okay, unless it's got Grass Pledge. What is weird? Okay. Okay, so this is 88 Torkoal. It's not perfect. So it's 164. They have 164 HP. 26 speed, so they don't have min speed. They have... Their EVs aren't perfect. This is so weird. They don't have perfect... Or IVs. Their IVs aren't perfect. They don't have perfect IVs. So their SPDF... Torkoal should hit base 90 and it's not. And it should hit 160 and it's not. And it's got some wasted attack IVs. Interesting. Okay. I feel bad that this game was so close, considering his team is so weird. This is a pretty standard Regirock. Though Life Orb is interesting. And then Policy Necrozma. And Primarina is Throat Spray, Liquid Voice. Half of his Pokemon aren't candied either. Huh. Okay. That was a close game, though. We'll do one more for sure. We'll see how long it takes. That one was a longer one. I should have expected it to go for Trick Room there. And maybe that last turn. What did I do the turn after? Oh, I set up Aurora Veil. Maybe I didn't need to set up Aurora Veil. I'm sure that if it was going for Trick Room like that, I'm sure that the Max Geyser instead of Aurora Veil would have KO'd. And then we would have been left as a 3 versus 1 against Torkoal in the rain. That probably would have been better. I don't even need it. Like, what I'm saying is that turn that I set up Aurora Veil, I probably didn't even need to. I'm sure that Necrozma wouldn't have taken the Life Orb Max Geyser in the rain. And the fact that it undersped the first time when we went for Fake Out, it didn't flinch right away. Necrozma base should be faster than Lapras, so... okay, a Groudon Sun team with Dragapult. Okay, so Charizard Sun. I think Lapras is really important for this matchup. They don't have Venusaur, though. And they also have Raichu. We have Raichu to help against Alecki. And, like, Raichu matches up really well against Charizard because we can Nuzzle Charizard. I don't want a Moongus here. I probably want Incin, but the question is, like, Lapras looks so good here, right? Like, I think Incin Lapras is probably what I want to lead, unless I want to try for, like, Incin Zacian's okay, too. And then bring Raichu Lapras in the back and hope to clean up that way. I don't hate that. Our Zacian is slow and bulky, though, so something like Dragapult would outspeed us. I think I'm going to try this. I don't know if this is right. I don't know if this is good. My opponent has some interesting Pokemon on their team. No Venusaur for Sun. Dragapult, which seems very odd to me. I haven't seen Dragapult in quite a while, so we can take a look here and see. Groudon Charizard, okay. We're caught here a little bit out of position. Like, Lapras, Raichu would have been a much better lead here. They're probably going to send a Fire move at my Zacian. We've got Groudon down to -1 already, so I think I'll just go for I could go for Snarl, actually. But I kind of want to switch. I kind of want to go for the... Like, the Fire move is definitely coming into my Zacian slot. So I could just do this. But I kind of want to get Raichu into position here. So let's Parting Shot the Charizard and Hard Switch the Zacian into Lapras. See what my opponent does. No... I think I got caught a little bit here. I didn't expect this lead. Okay, they withdraw Groudon. That's fine. Into Incin. Sure. Sure. So Lapras is looking fantastic here. Just FYI. Let's see what they do. Are they maxing Charizard? They do max Zard. Okay. So they're probably going for the Flare. I'm hoping they're going for Flare. If they go for Airstream, that's kind of bad. We'll see how much Lapras takes from this. Lapras might just get bopped. Wildfire into Lapras. It's neutral. In the sun, solar power. Okay, that was a bad switch by me. I just got outled this game. That's insane. Who am I maxing this game? Incin? That's really unfortunate for me. Holy cow. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, it's not over. It's not over. Yikes. Yikes. I think I just got outled. I was thinking too much about my opponent doing something with like trying to be cheeky. I should have just led Lapras. It would have been much better here. I could max Raichu. I don't think I have candy on Raichu, but I don't know. Incin doesn't really want to max here, right? Like if we go for a Nuzzle, what does Incin? What does Incin do? Incin doesn't even have a physical dark move. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna max. This is bad. I got caught. Definitely got caught. I should not have switched Lapras into that. I should have just gone for a Protect or something and repositioned into Lapras. Big Raichu. How much is Max Thunder even, or Max Lightning even going to do? Yeah, we didn't get the double HP. Let's see. Okay, we fake out their instant. We're faster than theirs. Not bad damage, but I don't think Raichu takes this back. Oh no, definitely doesn't. Well, it's at -1, so it's effectively neutral. We are AV. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. And this next electric attack is going to do more damage, unless they flare blitz my Raichu. Then I'm in trouble. Oh, we flinched it. Right. We flinched it. Okay. I feel like the Charizard's going to protect here. I think I still have to go for it, though. It doesn't matter. I'm going to parting shot the instant here, too. If they protect, it's fine. Yeah, that was pretty obvious, but I think it's still the right play. This is definitely a Flare Blitz. -2 instant is going to pick up the KO on my Raichu. There's nothing I can do to stop that. But I am going to go into Zacian here. Oh, they only have Darkest Lariat. We don't take that, though, still. Okay. It was a critical hit. I don't think it mattered. It was -2, but we're not Dynamax Candy. We probably would have died to the Wildfire Flames anyway, so... Charizard Solar Power. We burn up. We are definitely in some trouble. The question is, what are they? They probably go for a parting shot, and then they probably go for parting shot here, right? They are -3. I think the only way I'm winning this game is if they don't have a Lecky in the back, and if how many turns left of their stuff? One last turn of Wildfire. I think I have to go for a Swords Dance here. I think they're going to parting shot. So I think I'm going to go for this. I think this is probably my only way back into the game. Okay, that KOs. That's nice. Let's see if they Flare Blitz. Okay, cool. I called that right. So they'll bring us back to neutral here. There's like no way we win this, right? Yep, Groudon comes out. Zacian burns up. Last turn of Wildfire there. Instant comes back. Yep, all things we expected. Now our having 2 physical mons left and their instant so high on the HP is so bad for us. I think I'm just gonna Flare Blitz the Groudon and protect here. There's no way it doesn't go for P-Blades, but yeah. Okay. Rillaboom. Okay. Let's see who they fake out. They have to fake out Zacian, right? Or they Flare Blitz it or something? Or Parting Shot it? No Parting Shot. Okay. Does Rillaboom take this? Burn? No burn. Okay. Nice. Okay, Sun's gone. That's not great. We do get recovery here though, which is kind of nice. Okay. So if Rillaboom has Fake Out, we're kind of in trouble. I guess I could go for a Parting Shot into this slot. And read a Flare Blitz. My opponent's instant's at neutral, yeah. I think I'm just gonna go for the Sacred Sword into the instant slot. Grassy Glide, okay. We have a chance. What? There's no... Are you kidding? Our opponent didn't Fake Out there. I think they threw. Our Zacian's still at +1. That's nuts. That's crazy. Okay, so Groudon's gonna reset up Sun. I can protect the Zacian here and go for a Flare Blitz. Let's see. So there's 3 turns left of terrain. Our Instin's at -1. Our Zacian's at +1. So I could go for a Parting Shot here, or I could go for just Flare Blitz. I'm sure that my Instant doesn't take this this Precipice Blades, so chipping for damage here might be my best bet. Zacian protects. Let's see. P-Blades has to miss, I think. P-Blades. Holy cow. Okay. Oh, we just luck-sacked our way into that one. Holy cow. Oh, man. That feels bad. I'm really happy I Flare Blitz there instead. So Behemoth Blade should do more. It's stab and it's base 100. So let me just make sure that I click the right moves here. Flare Blitz the Groudon. Behemoth Blade at +1. Okay. P-Blades connects on both. No crits. No crits. All right. Well, the burn mattered there for sure. Burn knocks it. If we don't burn there, we both get knocked out. Holy cow. Feels like we should not have won that game. We lost our Lapras on turn 1. We had to max our Raichu, who doesn't even have Dynamax candy. And it came down to that one turn, I think, that our opponent didn't Fake Out with Rillaboom. And let's take a look at their team. They didn't Fake Out with Rillaboom, Weakness policy Groudon. That's interesting. You don't usually see that. No speed at all on and max attack. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that definitely mattered. The burn definitely mattered. Rillaboom with band. Okay, so they don't have fake out. That makes sense, I guess. If they're banded, they don't have fake out. Colbur Berry. Oh, this explains the Dragapult then, right? Surf Dragapult next to Groudon with Will-O-Wisp, Ally Switch, and Hex. Well, I'm really happy that we why are they running Hex and then why not Timid? I guess they want their. That doesn't make any sense. That's okay though. Blast Burn, Air Slash, Scorching Sands. Yeah, that. I'm gonna take a guess here. Let's calc this quick. Our Lapras set against Charizard. Level 50, Timid, Solar Power, Life Orb, In Sun, Blast Burn from a max. Yeah, that it wasn't even a roll to KO this Lapras. It just knocked it out. That's nuts. Dang. Actually, Airstream was a roll. Man, we just got caught with our pants down on that lead for sure. For sure. Feels like we stole this game. The burn and my opponent messing up. Or I guess they didn't mess up, but it was their Rillaboom, right? So going for the Sacred Sword there. Let's see if it was a roll on their Incin. Their Incin is really offensive. Holy cow. Maybe it's not a roll. Let's see what our Zacian does to Incin with no investment at all. Doubles Intimidate, Pivot. Not intimidated because we don't care about the drop. So they are 252 and they have no defense. Yeah, Sacred Sword is not a roll. Sacred Sword is a guaranteed KO from our Zacian. That's crazy. That's a weird Incin set. You don't usually see offensive Incin with safety goggles like that and still run supportive. Some people do this though. Some people just run. They just want to play, so they just build they just max stuff. It's definitely not wrong. Like I don't blame them at all. It's just something that all of their spreads are max one stat, max another. So they just like wanted to. That's reasonable, you know. I don't want to say that spread's not going to do anything. You know, it definitely is a reasonable thing to just play. You know, that was nuts. That game felt like we should not have won. That was just a recap there, like losing Lapras on turn 1, having to max Raichu, then only getting one effective max turn from Raichu, and then getting the lucky burn at the end there, and them being choice banned. If they're not banded Rillaboom, if they're like Assault Vest or something, then they obviously have Fake Out, and then they can Fake Out Zacian there after we protected, and then The Intimidate on my Incin mattered there because we were at -1 Incin when we Flare Blitzed the Rillaboom, and that would have been a KO. So, like, definitely I'm glad I Flare Blitzed as much as I did. But like I said, the burn was really lucky, and the P-Blades miss. The P-Blades miss was huge because there's no way that we KO Bulky Groudon with Zacian. Like, we already saw that it didn't KO. It's not with 252 HP. The most that Behemoth Blade at +1 can do is 70%. So the P-Blades miss there was really big. Yeah, that was nuts. Crazy game. But yeah, let me jump back quick. Let's see if we got to the let's see if we hit Master Ball here. I usually hit Master Ball. That's usually where I stop each season, but I want to play this team. This team is so fun. I think the better lead there, still talking about that Sun matchup though, I think the better lead there was to, do we get it? Nope, we don't. Okay, we have one more battle to do it. I'm gonna still call it here though, but I think to recap, I think Raichu plus Lapras would have been better, though we do lose Raichu right away, so maybe like Lapras plus, how much does that do to my Lapras? Charizard's just nuts. Solar Power in the Sun with Life Orb. Blast Burn. And then they had Scorching Sands. And then we both max. So Max Flare does 78.3 to 92.6%. So I'm basically forced to go for a nuzzle there and hope that they don't protect. But who knows what they would have done? Like Precipice Blades knocks out my Raichu for sure if it connects. There's just no there's no calc you can do unless you run like a Focus Sash or you run like a Berry, and even a Berry might not even get it. So crazy game. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. This was a longer video, but we had some really good battles. 3 wins with a team like that, really good. I actually got to play against 3 different matchups, which was cool. Some small things you noticed there that I probably could have optimized, like maybe reading the Trick Room there and not going for the Aurora Veil with Lapras against that Necrozma team. Maybe just going for the Geyser, knowing that Max Geyser is probably going to KO, and Snarl from Incin is probably going to KO Torkoal as well. And then that last game, I just got outled, right? Like I tried to be cheeky and go like Zacian plus Incineroar, and then I just got outled. So I could have protected Zacian there, but it still would have taken so much damage, and my fire resist was already on the field, right? So I definitely think Lapras Incin would have been better. Yeah, maybe that's something that I can help out in my matchup a little bit is to fix my Sun matchup a bit. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you guys found this content fun. It was a lot more fun for me to play a team like this that I really enjoy. The Sun team is cool. The Thundurus, Venusaur, Groudon team is really cool, but this team's more my speed. Bulky offense with a lot of pivoting and protecting and switching and things like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you all in the next video.